It is my very sad responsibility to share with you the news that broke about 6 hours ago. Sid Udy, better known as Sid Vicious, who was born December the 16th, 1960, passed away a little earlier today at 63 years old. This program, the Power Hour, is dedicated to the memory of Sid Vicious. I'd like to share with you the Facebook post that Sid's son Gunner posted about 5 hours ago that says, and I quote, "In memory of my father, Sid Udy. Dear friends and family, I am saddened to share that my father, Sid Udy, has passed away after battling cancer for several years. He was a man of strength, kindness, and love, and his presence will be greatly missed. We appreciate your thoughts and prayers as we grieve this loss. Details for a memorial service will be shared soon. Thank you for your support." That's from Sid's son, Gunner. And certainly I speak on behalf of Team RH, saying that our thoughts and prayers are certainly with Sid's family. Prayers out as everybody do say your prayers for a man that brought us so much entertainment. His very first Power Pro Wrestling appearance, we will show that in a little while. This program today, of course, is dedicated to the memory of the man we all knew as Sid Vicious.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
Hey everybody, this is Randy House, Power Pro Wrestling. We'll get into the Power Hour in just a few minutes, but we want to flash back right now to the very first appearance from Sid for Power Pro Wrestling, September the 19th, 1998. We'll share that right now. Sid's first appearance.
Randy, Bruiser bring a match in the ring. Yeah, we got that coming up. Brandon Baxter's going to be out here. But what's happened to Brandon Baxter? Same thing happened to Jerry Lawler. Stacy is messing up his mind. Brandon Baxter's one of my closest friends, and I'm real upset about that situation.
Well, act like one of his closest friends out here a minute ago.
We're upset because of the deal with Furno. He says, I'm telling you about Sid Vicious, and Sid is no doubt about it one of the top wrestlers ever to wrestle.
And some of these things have been going on today. I mean, we're not happy. When, you going to fire us?
Hey, who runs this company? I run the company. And the situation with Sid, let me explain to you, he didn't go through proper channels. A wrestler, Dave, you know it, has to go through proper channels, and he hadn't done that. That's the problem with Sid Vicious. Plus, he's unreliable, and it's a situation where it was just my belief as the owner and the person running this company not to have him a part of this company, and it's my choice. Everybody's coming out and interrupting.
That's right.
Be careful, he's firing everybody.
To coordinate talent in town. That's what I did. No, okay, I'm going to tell you, you're out here telling something, you're lying, that's it.
Hey, don't call me.
No, I'm telling you. You said he never went through proper channels. I got this file right here. I was in the office the other day, straightening some files. I found one with reject. See what it says? Reject. Did you put on it? No, wait a minute. In there, there's two letters, the same thing, dated May 14th. Who's it from?
Sid Vicious signed, sincerely.
Read, what did you say?
I'm interested in wrestling for Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. As you know, I've had and am one of them.
You made that up.
No,
I gave it to you, Randy, and you said, I'll take care of it. That's how you took care of it. Read
Well, I
it.
don't care what the paper says or anything else. You don't book the talent, I book the talent, none of you do, and Sid Vicious is not going to be a part of this company, and that's it.
We're not trying to
That's what
book
I
it,
said, because you're not messing with some little 15-year-old kid, Randy.
Hey, you just get out of here, Buddy Wayne, and we have a show to do. We need to get an opponent in here because I'm telling you, Buddy, and I'm telling you, Dave and Corey and Bruno already knows. Everybody's coming out here, and they don't understand the situation at all. I run Power Pro Wrestling. What business is it of yours, Buddy Wayne, whether Sid
That was the
Vicious...
job you hired me for, to take care of such as this, and that's exactly what I did with this contract, or this letter he wrote into you, and you rejected it. One of the top men in the world, not just the United States. Everybody knows Sid Vicious.
It was my decision, Buddy Wayne. It was my decision not to have him here. It was my decision alone to make, and I don't regret it. Now, somebody needs to get the opponent for cash flow. Lance Jade out here. I don't know what's going on.
I see an opponent for Bruiser Graham. It's Sid Vicious. He showed up, Randy. Look at this.
A big power bomb from Sid Vicious on young Bruiser Graham.
Randy's taking off. He's out of here. Boy, he got out of here like the Road Runner. He took off when Sid just looked over at him. Sid Vicious shows up on the Power Hour. I don't know.
Unannounced. Well, he watches every week, I've been told by Bruno, and I guess maybe he was watching here today and decided to make that drive across the bridge. Now they got the bodyguard in there.
Oh, Sid's got a couple of guys that he brought in with him as well, and let me tell you, he's got the big bodyguard, choke slams him down. Sid Vicious wasn't scheduled to be here today, but hey, we always get the unexpected on the Power Hour.
Looks like Sid has made his own schedule.
See, Dave Brown, I'm going to have to apologize for just coming in like that and making my own entrance into Memphis Power Pro Wrestling. See, I didn't want to have to be like that, Dave Brown. I didn't have to bring in people unknown. But see, the people I'm going to have around me are people like this, Corey Mack. See, when I take that walk, I'm going to have somebody with me who's willing to take that last step, see? The last step is you might not come back. Boy, Dave, if I could just have a second, I want to explain to all the people where I've been. See, Corey, you know this to be true. Because when Memphis Power Pro just founded it in existence, Randy Hale picked up the telephone. He called me, Corey Mack. He said, Sid, we got such a great here, but I need a big impact player. Somebody with your knowledge for the business, right, Corey? So what happens is, I go out of town, I make a few connections. I got the word buzzing around the world about Memphis Power Pro, and people are jumping in line, see, to fall behind me. What happened was, Randy Hale, that awful thing that happens to people called jealousy. See, jealousy jumped all over you, Randy Hale, when you thought for a second that nobody wanted to listen to you. And the reason why I wasn't here in Memphis is because, Randy Hale, I would not fall to be a stooge for you, see? I would not fall to be a stooge for you. Like you should have known, like the other disgruntled corporate leaders in this business, like Vince McMahon. I would not be a stooge for him. I would not be a stooge for him.
I would not be excused for nobody. I would kiss no one's butt to rise to the top. Because if I can't do it with my work ethic, I don't want to do it. You see, Randy Hills, that thing called jealousy jumped all over you. You wanted to push me to the side, right? You wanted to push me to the side, not let me take what was rightfully mine. But see, you can't stop me anymore, Randy Hills. You can't stop me! And it makes me just almost bend over in disgust when I hear you use the word loyalty so loosely like that. You'll come out here and you'll put your finger on the real man. Say like Bruno, right? The smallest man in Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, but he had enough guts to stand up for what he thought was right, and that was give me entry to Memphis. See, entry to take what is mine. See, I have no feelings or no respect for you, Lady Hills. See, that was one of the things that really was bothering me. I was wondering why I didn't get that phone call. It wasn't because of my ability. I thought for maybe a night, maybe I'd lost that touch. I didn't have that glow no more. I didn't have what it took to stand in front of people and make them go, hell yeah! But I'm here to stay. And the second thing that really bothered me was last week when I tuned in and I saw Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher standing here in their own rights. They are great athletes, but they stand here and they publicly state that they are the best in the world. You are! You are! They state that they are the best! But see, there's no white on this white hat on this man's hand, my friend. And there are no friends here in Memphis Power Pro. And I take no victims. And anyone will fall. Anyone will fall to the master, my friend, because I am the man. I am the master. And I am the ruler of the world.
Sid Vicious, first appearance on Power Pro Wrestling. Right now, I want Adam, as we're going to reset, put a picture of Sid up, and we're going to take about 20 seconds for a moment of silence for everybody can say a prayer, great thoughts to the family. We remember Sid Vicious, Sid Udy, that passed away today. Rest in peace to Sid. All right. Unfortunately, through the history of the show, we've had to make announcements like this, and it's very, very sad. We have a Power Hour today as Adam puts up the graphic for Power Pro Wrestling, and we'll talk about what we will see on the Power Hour today. We saw a show from 1998, just a portion of a show a little bit ago, but we also very interested to watch the show we have for you this week. It comes from November the 11th, 2000. It's episode number 131. The interesting thing at the very beginning of this show, we have a new commissioner announced. A new commissioner announced, and it will be Superstar Bill Dundee. That's at the opening of the show. Then we hear Mic Foley comments on Dundee's new role. We have a Power Pro Heavyweight Championship match. Sensational Steve Bradley from MCW against the Spellbinder, the Power Pro champion. We'll hear from Brandon Baxter. Then Click 2000, Spanky, the American Dragon, who is the new AEW heavyweight champion as of yesterday, Bryan Danielson. We'll see Shooter Schultz and Lance Cade against Bulldog Reigns, Khan, Blade, and Alan Steele. Also, we will see the Regulators against the Posse, Whoopi D as Slash against Joey Abbs, and a Jerry Lawler interview on this show for sure. The show is loaded, but before we get into it, we're going to take a break and remind everybody, coming up September the 21st, it will be a night to remember.
Remember, Saturday, September 21st, the Picture Perfect Event Center, Jackson, Tennessee. Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame ceremony comes to Jackson for the first time ever. The Rivalry of the Ages presentation to Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. Also, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, the Rock and Roll Express, Danny Davis, and tons more. Exclusive meet and greet at 3:30. Event to follow. Go to MemphisWrestlingHallOfFame.com to purchase tickets. Saturday, September 21st, Picture Perfect Event Center, 2310 North Highland, Jackson. A night to remember.
It's the Power Hour.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
Hey to Carla, hi to Walter, hi to Kevin, hi to everybody. If you see Hill's watching this show today, Dave Channel is in the house. Thank you, Dave.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Power Hour. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside with all of these folks ready to go live. Last week, one of the wildest shows we ever had. This week may not be an exception.
I'm telling you, no doubt about it. Well, last week we heard from Mic Foley, who said that he was the big commissioner of Memphis Wrestling and that Randy Hales will be working for him. Randy came out and disputed that and said, hey, wait a minute, Mic Foley. I don't know what you're doing. And last week we saw that interview there, but I'm telling you that I run Power Pro, and early this week, there was a big announcement on PowerProWrestling.com.
Yeah, those of you on the internet who check out PowerProWrestling.com frequently know this already, but it has been announced that there is, in fact, a brand new commissioner of Power Pro Wrestling.
That's right.
And the Randy and the board of directors said, need a strong leader with this open door policy and the challenge from MCW. So they think they've hired one right here.
Hear the music.
Let's just bring him out here.
Yeah, let's bring out the brand new commissioner of Power Pro Wrestling. Here he is.
Apologize for the quality of this video.
The music
today.
plays and, oh yeah!
We'll make it through it.
It's the superstar in the house. Oh yeah, Dave.
Superstar, style, and profile.
Dundee, they say. I think it's a popular selection.
November the
Hello,
11th,
Mr.
2000.
Commissioner, and
Power Pro
welcome here today.
episode
My goodness, you're looking nice, all
131.
dressed up in the commissioner outfit here.
Well, I figured if you got to make important decisions, I watched Ted Turner, I watched them all. I even watched Vince McMahon when they make an important decision to wear a suit and a tie. And I don't know what that does for you, but I put one on anyway. Well, I'm just going to tell all the Power Pro Wrestling fans, best fans in the world. I'm going to tell the WWF wrestling fans, and I'm going to tell Memphis wrestling fans, and any other kind of wrestling fans that is around, brother. We are on a promotions war, or they may not be calling that. Bill Dundee's been around for 30 years, folks, and I can smell a rat when I smell it, Jack, and that's what it is. This stinks. Mic Foley, you stink. But that's not what I'm going to get. I'm going to get going here in a minute, brother. Now, Randy Hales and I never always saw eye to eye.
That's true.
Now, Randy was running this thing, and he was doing a good job of it. Well, I didn't like what was going on a year or so ago, so I just left. And you know where I went? I went over to Memphis Wrestling, and I didn't like what I saw over there because there was nothing over there. So I came back, but I never stopped being Randy's friend. I always liked him.
True.
Now, they need a new commissioner. Well, brother, there's a new sheriff in town. And it doesn't say Reggie Hammond on this badge. It says Bill Dundee. Now, I'm not saying Randy can't do what he does behind the scenes, and I'm not saying he can't do that. But if somebody gets out of hand in this ring, there's nothing he can do about it. because they just whoop him. Well, brother, I've been around a long time. I have been beat on by the best. I have had the best come here. You can name them all. I'm going to some of you younger guys may not know them. But Hulk Hogan started here as Terry Boulder. Ric Flair came through here. Randy Savage came through here. Jimmy Hart, you name it. Diesel, they're all here. And you know who whooped them? The superstar.
The superstar. I tell you, somebody else that came through here, and I think maybe we got some interview with him right here that he sent in, and that's Mic Foley, who, the WWF commissioner, who now claims to be the Memphis commissioner.
Ric Foley, the guy's been hit too many times on the head with a steel chair. We got to watch this.
Let's see what Mick has to say right here.
Well, Mick, I know you're maybe a little bit upset, but Power Pro looks like they wanted Dundee as their commissioner.
I can't be too upset. I mean, after all, Dundee's a legend in the business. The way he trained Muhammad Ali, stood in his ring corner for the Thrill in Manila while Frazier and Ali engaged one of the greatest matches of all time.
Wait
Goosebumps
a
up and down my spine.
Wait a minute.
What?
You're thinking of Angelo Dundee.
Yeah, who are you thinking of?
Bill Dundee.
The Australian guy? Little guy?
Yeah.
They wanted him over me?
I guess that's who they picked.
King, I wrote a best-selling book. Bill Dundee's never sold anything.
Well, you got that right. But
listen, I don't know. I guess I am a little hurt, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the people over there at Power Pro what a commissioner's supposed to do. So I'm going to make some matches for Saturday morning that are unbelievable.
What do you got in mind?
You've been wanting a piece of Brandon Baxter by himself for a long time. Is that correct?
Right.
Saturday morning, you get your wish. You and Brandon Baxter, no outside interference.
No interference at all?
No
Nobody
interference.
coming?
You
Perfect.
finally get your shot. And
Perfect.
then, I'm tired of all this separatism. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take Power Pro's champion, Del Rios. We're going to match him up against the MCW champion, K Crush.
Wait a minute. Champion against champion?
Champion against champion on television for free. I do that because I'm the commissioner.
Man, this is going to make Dundee hot.
Oh, no worries, mate.
This is great.
Yeah.
Well, they're having fun there.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, Dave? They got Lawler sitting out there so they can lead him along. He thought I was Angelo Dundee, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm telling you. And nobody told him to dress up, so he couldn't have made up too many important decisions. You see how he was dressed?
Good point.
That's how I drive my tractor and ride my horse on my farm. I get out of my little head, but now I'm making real decisions. And I'm going to agree with the man, because I don't care about Brandon Baxter. I don't like him at all, Lawler, everything. So they want to beat their brains out, that's fine.
Okay, so that match stands. Lawler against Brandon Baxter. Great.
Now, here's the other thing. I like Del Rios. He's a big, good-looking guy, Spellbinder, anything you want to say, and he's a good athlete. And he's our champion, right?
Yes, he is.
And the other belt's on the line, right?
No, the Power Pro belt is on the line, yeah.
Yeah, and so is the MCW one, right? That's what they said, champion against champion, belt against...
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. So Del Rios, I know you can whoop that man. So that match stands, and we'll have both belts.
We have a little bit of a problem there. K Crush, I'm told, is not here today, not able to be here. Steve Bradley is here.
Now. What would TV5 Wrestling be without the man of the hour, the man of the power hour, Steve Bradley?
Well, it's doing just fine, has been.
Yeah. Well, the baddest mojo in Memphis is back in town, but I got some bad news for you, Dave. You know, I talked to K Crush yesterday, and he had to fly out. He got a call from the Road Dogg, and he's not going to be here today. So I'm sorry, Bill. That's just not going to happen. But, Spellbinder, if you're such a fighting champion like you say you are, why don't you put your title on the line today against me so the title can come back home to Daddy?
There's a challenge, Commissioner. What do you think of that? Wait. Here comes Spellbinder.
Ask him, here he comes. All right. That is a bad imitation of handsome Jimmy Valiant. That is a bad imitation.
Here's Spellbinder right here. You heard the challenge. K Crush not available. How about Bradley?
Dave, how can I not hear a challenge? Steve, everybody remembers you. I remember you. Everybody remembers that big mouth of yours. So you know what? K Crush not here. You know what? I want somebody's rear end, so it'll be yours.
Hey.
Making the match?
Handsome Jimmy Jr.
A former
You got
Power
it,
Pro
brother, you got
heavyweight
it. I think
champion
you've been
trying
off
to
more
regain
than
the title.
All
The
right, the
match
match has
was
been made.
set
That
up
man
just
right there,
now
Spellbinder, will be defending
for
the
the
Power Pro
Spellbinder
title.
Steve Bradley for
Steve
the
Bradley
Power
right
Pro
here, Commissioner
Championship
Bill
for the
Dundee.
love
Thank you
and
so
book
much.
on the
We'll be
show,
back
Kate
with more.
Crush,
Hey, this one
who
looks
is
like
our
it's going to be
truth
a big
against
the King,
Spellbinder.
Jerry Lawler
However,
gets a hold
that
of Brandon
did not
Baxter
happen.
one-on-one. It's the Power Pro debut of Joey Abbs. King, Bean, Skinny, Pimps in the house. We'll be back on the Power Hour. Stay with us.
Power Pro Wrestling is off and ready to run. Hey everybody, it's Randy Hale. Started the show with the sad news on Sid Vicious. Again, this show is dedicated to the memory of Sid Vicious. We saw his very first appearance of Power Pro Wrestling. Tomorrow night, we planned a show on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Tomorrow night, Talking Memphis Wrestling, we will have more memories the second week as Sid Vicious returned to the Power Hour, for sure. Tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling, in the second hour, our special guest at right up and down straight at the top of the second hour at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, soon to be a member of the 2024 class of the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, Tom Pritchard will be in the house. Tom Pritchard in the house, and we can't wait for that to happen. He will be here the entire second hour for this program for Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night. Hey, do you notice, Kevin Fowler, you were saying Dr. Tom, talking about Lord Humongous and everybody else that we're seeing today. Do you see right here, of course, our normal poster that we have up there I've replaced as this is the official poster of the Class of 24 Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. Also, the night to remember. The meet and greet starts at 3:30. Then at 7 o'clock, the Hall of Fame ceremony and the Lawler Dundee tribute will take place. More on that later. Just real quick, on top of it, put up the poster, or there it is. There it's, I think you might be able to scan it. That QR code that you see on that poster. See if you can scan that, because folks, you need to get your tickets quick. Night to remember tickets. You need to get them as soon as possible. If you want the VIP ticket that'll get you in for everything, you need to get that, and you need to get that quick. It's returning to the Power Hour.
Here we are, back on the Power Hour, and
As here comes from November the 11th, 2000, episode 131. Power Pro Championship match.
Kick it off today.
This is a very interesting match. You got Steve Bradley, who was a long-time Power Pro champion when he was in Power Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, that's right. He sure was.
And all of a sudden, back in July, Spellbinder wins the title and has been able to hold it ever since. He's a long-running Power Pro champion. So you got former champion against champion, the belt on the line here today. And Bradley and the MCW would love to take it out of the buildking here.
I know there will be show posters there that you can get signed. Wrestlers will have merchandise on hand that you can purchase there. There'll be all kinds of vendors. Great, we had somebody just say they got their VIP platinum ticket. I think that's great.
About the sign by Commissioner Mic Foley.
Yeah, WWF Commissioner. Yeah, Lawler against Baxter, 1 against 1. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I think a lot of the fans are too. Brandon
We apologize again for the quality. These videos, obviously, not 25 years old.
Yeah. William Gibson is down.
He's hurt his leg or his ankle or something. I see him on the other side of the ring, just barely over there,
I
holding on to his
Power Pro
lower
Wrestling
leg.
pictures to be signed by the Power Pro guys as well.
When he
They'll have a heart attack on that last
he made
comment
an
because they were
ankle
thinking they were going to sell him.
broken, I guess, an ankle there.
Look at this. Meanwhile, Bradley taking care of business in the
Kevin
ring.
got his platinum VIP today that went on sale, and we sold more VIP platinum tickets than anything. We'll appreciate that very much.
The Power Pro Championship against Steve
Power Pro Championship, Spellbinder, who I talked to about 30 minutes before we went on the air
This one was to
today.
have been another interesting match because the way Foley wanted it set up was Kate Price,
Love
the
talking to
NCW
this
champion,
Spellbinder.
against the Power Pro champion, both belts on the
Brandon
line.
Baxter coming
Brandon's
up,
not
Split
available here today,
2000,
but
including Brian Danielson as American Dragon, the Mean Street Posse against the Regulators. We'll see Slash, Joey, Abbs, and Jerry Lawler. A lot of action coming up on the Power Hour. What's going on here?
No count.
Yeah, he's hurt.
What's going on there? Yeah,
he's trying to get in there and do.
I don't know if he'll make it the
do
rest
what
of
he's
this
paid
bout.
to do, and that is to make the count. But he's just hobbling along on that.
Got a
right
lot at
foot.
stake here. That's a 2 count, and he gets his shoulder up. 2's all he's able to get.
Boy,
Oh! Catches the referee. A bad day for refs, I guess,
Yep,
huh?
that was accidental on Bradley's part, but that doesn't make referee William Gibson feel any better. He's knocked out on the floor again.
Look at Bradley. He ducks the clothesline, ducks it again, comes back with a flying press. The Spellbinder's got it!
Man, this Spellbinder, great. Love my hour conversation. The back slam right there. Man, what an athlete looking dude
Over
this
that set on
is. Folks, if
Flash.
you're coming to Jackson, get your tickets right now. You can scan that QR code right now.
Referee, he's got him. That's at least
There's
the
the
second
referee
time
is
that
down.
the Spellbinders had to cover.
Oh, here comes the
Bradley
referee.
had it once. Here comes the
Derek,
referee.
we agree with you and had a tribute at the
Oh,
beginning of this
2
show.
counts, all he did.
That's
Two
Mike
sit.
Johnson from MCW came in. Spellbinder's got to be wondering if he got a slow count on that one. Johnson said,
Referee
"Oh,
Jerry
Magic Daniels only
Calhoun,
2 count."
William Gibson,
This guy was here last week, and some of his
and
photos are
downtown
questionable.
Bruno will all be in
Look at this, the
Jackson
reverse. Oh,
signing
yeah,
as well.
right into that. Mike
Spellbinder
Johnson, he
will be
slams
there
it.
as
And
well. As a
Bradley
matter of
picks him
fact, he
up.
will be inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of
There's the
Fame.
Power Pro title lying right on the ring canvas, and they're both out in the middle of the ring.
And both referees are down.
Both refs are down.
Mike Johnson is down. That's William Gibson, the Power Pro referee, on the floor. He has a hurt ankle, and then he got hit hard in the chest. He's still shaking the cobwebs out.
Spellbinder leans over. He's got him covered here, Dave.
But no one to count.
The referee Mike Johnson's out.
Here comes.
Who is this? What in the world? Is that a referee? Got a referee shirt on.
I don't know if he's got a referee's license or not.
Well, I tell you one thing. I don't know who licenses him.
That's the rocker.
Yeah, the rocker. That's who that is. Passes over that metal sign. A 1, 2, and the rocker counts 3.
All right,
He's not a referee.
He's got a referee. I don't know if he's
We're gonna have to put up with this bad video,
from.
folks.
Legal count or not, but it's ridiculous. I think.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Come on.
Steve Bradley has the Power Pro title and the rocker.
Oh, here comes the commissioner.
Let's get a ruling.
The brand
on
new
this.
commissioner, Phil Superstar Dundee, shows up.
He's calling the referee over.
Yeah, Phil, what do you think about this stuff?
Hey, don't you run off, son. Hey, handsome Jimmy Jr., don't run off. Phil, stay right there. You just knocked him out with that thing, and this thing ain't standing. Did he hit him or not?
Sure did, Phil.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Are you gonna, what did you reversing the decision? Oh, he's reversed! Dundee reverses the decision. Spellbinder retains the Power Pro Championship. And meanwhile, Dundee just nails a rocker in there.
He reversed the rocker.
Look at that.
Spellbinder picks him up straight in the air and dumps him down, and the rocker now has to be at least thinking twice about even showing up in here for that. Well, we still have Spellbinder as the Power Pro champion. Much more action still to come on the Power Hour today.
Still got the key to this Brandon Baxter. Stay with us.
Adam, if you could just push stop on that video right there and see if that will help matters at all. Just let it push the stop button, and then we'll keep it stop for about 30 seconds for sure, and then we'll start it back. We have commercials during all this. We will once again tell you that tomorrow night, Dr. Tom Pritchard, who will go into the class of 2024, the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. Tom Pritchard, our guest in the second hour of Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow. Dave Channel asked who owns the original copies of Power Pro. That would be me. TV5 has some of those as well. Remember, thing wasn't digitized back then, and this stuff is 24, 25 years old. 24, 25 years old. I was hoping to reset that show, and maybe Adam, if you just fast forward a little bit, maybe that will help those matters a little bit. Kevin Fowler says he was so influential to the business, no telling how many people Tom trained, and we will talk about that tomorrow when Dr. Tom Pritchard will be here at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Andrew Calvin Jr. will be watching that as well. As Richard says, he doesn't remember Steve Bradley looking like handsome Jimmy Valiant, and as a matter of fact, neither do I. He started kind of doing a little bit about handsome Jimmy Valiant. We'll be back with the Power Hour when at least we have video. It was the blue screen for a while. I can tell that the video is still choppy and not real clear, but it's better than nothing. Power Pro Wrestling is in the house. This is the Power Pro show dedicated today as we remember Sid Vicious, who passed away today, Sid Udy. We're watching Power Pro show number 131 from November the 11th, 2000. And we're about ready after this next computer to go back to the show. Adam Dunn is here producing the show. As we know, go back to show number 131.
WWF and MCW stars all tonight, 8 o'clock, Fairgrounds up in Parson, Tennessee.
And Wednesday in Oxford, Mississippi, down by Ole Miss at the Oxford Billiards Club. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. is the bell time for live wrestling there. Stars from the WWF and MCW are lined up for Wednesday night.
And everybody in Cross County, get ready. Next Friday night, the 17th, 8 o'clock, Wynn, Arkansas at the National Guard Armory.
And get ready right across the bridge. Next Saturday afternoon, we're live with free wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
1 o'clock's the bell time. Liberty, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Chevrolet. We're back there again. Had a big crowd down there at Liberty Chrysler in West Memphis a couple of weeks ago. Back again next Saturday, a week from today, 1 o'clock. Live wrestling right there on the parking lot. Free food and drinks. It's going to be a great afternoon next Saturday.
And then next Saturday night at 8 o'clock, Mount Pleasant, Mississippi, H.W. Byers High School for more great live wrestling action. Be there when it's in your area. Nothing like live championship wrestling.
No doubt about it. Sponsored by the cheerleaders up there.
Oh no. That's bad street.
Dave?
It's
time for the Power Pro Wrestling. Absolutely. Main event talent in my book, without a doubt.
1 against 1.
Absolutely.
Mic Foley came up with the idea.
Just a great talent. Fantastic. Just a great talent.
What's happened to him? Wait. Hey. Thanks for dressing up. What is this? Dundee comes out with a coat and tie on, and then what is going on here? You got dirt all. Where you been?
Well, you know, Dave, people around town and who watch us on TV think that people who are TV stars and celebrities don't really have any problems, right? And they kind of wish they could live the lives that we live. But this is proof that you do run into problems being a celebrity. This morning, I was on my way to television. I was driving down Union Avenue, and all of a sudden I heard
Brandon
this noise.
moved from KISS FM 9 years ago. He is Mr. KFIN and Mr.
Okay.
I had a flat
Dr.
tire.
Paul broadcaster
So
and Mr.
you
Jones.
get the spare out of the trunk and the jack and change it and come
And he
on.
is the
But
current
you don't
program
end up looking
director,
like
but
that.
not on air
That-
talent.
I've never changed a tire in my
Joe,
life. Come on.
Powa.
I've never changed a tire, so I sat there and I needed somebody to stop and help me. So I was like, hey, people, stop, stop. And the people in Memphis, they disgust me. Because you know what they did? They would drive by and they'd look at me. And they'd point at me.
They probably knew it was you. They probably knew it was you.
Yeah, nobody would stop. Nobody would stop.
See? That's what happens when you treat all these people so bad, nobody's going to help you out.
Yeah, they think that's real funny, but let me tell you, I'm not done. All of a sudden, this car pulled up beside me. He pulled up in front, and he started backing up. I didn't know who it was. I saw that door open, and I saw a guy step out of the car, and lo and behold, you will never guess who it was. Never guess.
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler stopped, and he came over to change my tire.
So the king was going to help you? That's hard to believe.
Well, we're coming near the holiday season, and Lawler felt bad for me, and he said we'd let bygones be bygones, and he started to change the tire. He got the jack, and he jacked the car up, and the car started coming off the ground. He was underneath the car. You know what happened, Dave? It was horrible. It scared me. The jack slipped. And when that jack slipped, that car smushed Jerry Lawler.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, the car smushed Jerry Lawler. And in a moment like that, you just don't know what your adrenaline can do. You don't know how strong you can become. I scared myself
That's
this
a
morning,
wild
Dave,
story,
because I
Adam
reached down
Rose.
with my right hand, and with one arm, I lifted my car off the ground.
Oh, come on. One hand, you picked the car.
One hand, I lifted my car. My adrenaline was flowing. I reached under, and I drug Jerry Lawler to
I
safety.
think that's nothing but
I
a
saved
lie.
the life of Jerry Lawler this morning. I saved the king's life.
That's hard to believe. That's a far-fetched story.
So what I think, I'm probably going to be getting the key to the city of Memphis, and I would imagine that after I get the key to the city, they're going to build a statue of my likeness down there at AutoZone Park downtown. But that's not important, because I'm worried about Jerry Lawler. We made up. We're getting along now, and I'm worried. I hope he's okay.
Well, I hope he's okay, too, because you got a match against him. This doesn't have anything to do with the fact you got a match.
Well, Dave, I mean, I told you that Jerry was smushed under a car. There's no way he can come here to wrestle. So, as much as I hate to say it, because with my strength today, no telling what I could have done to Jerry Lawler. But I'm sure he's not going to be here.
I wonder what's happened. I wonder what he's done to Lawler. I bet he didn't save his life.
I hate that it happened. I'm sorry that it happened. But he can't come. The match is off. Get well, King. I'm going to call and check him.
This is very, very suspicious. We're going to check on Jerry Lawler. We're going to try to call his house, and we'll check around, see if he's around here anywhere first, and if not, let's check his house, and let's see what we want to try to call him. All right, but what? Regulators? Something going on with the regulators? We're going to check on Lawler. Let's go back to that right now.
Rodney, Pete, Mean Street Posse. What a joke! Your boys raised in Greenwich Village. Tell them about it, Dion.
Rodney and Pete Gas from the mean streets of Greenwich. Well, boys, where we come from,
Mark says he's
walking down the mean streets of Greenwich be like walking down Sesame Street.
That's right. And seeing how it's that time of the month, and we're in a good mood, we're going to do something your mom and daddy should have done to you a long time. We're going to beat you down, punks.
See you, boys.
It's the Power Hour.
It's an
Here
essential
we
part
go.
of any computer system.
Any way we can double whammy on the commercials? Can we get away with playing the Night to Remember commercial again, Adam? If we can, let's go ahead and play that as the commercial from TV5. If we can do this, we can do this. If we can't do it, we can't. Let's try it right now.
Wrestling fans, a night to remember, Saturday, September 21st, the Picture Perfect Event Center, Jackson, Tennessee. Wrestling Hall of Fame ceremony comes the rivalry of the ages presentation to Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. Also, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, the Rock and Roll Express, Danny Davis, and tons more. Exclusive meet and greet at 3:30. Event to follow. Go to MemphisWrestlingHallOfFame.com to purchase tickets. Saturday, September 21st, Picture Perfect Event Center, 2310 North Highland, Jackson. A night to remember.
There you heard the voice from another future Hall of Famer we will put on the screen right now, Michael St. John, our co-host on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Back in the USWA days, is that picture right there, Michael St. John in the house, and two of his most famous ever voiceovers. He voiced over the debut video of a professional wrestler of Hulk Hogan, also voiced over the Kamala video, and we will see that as well. And of course, Michael Dave's channel did voice over the commercial you just saw and did a fantastic job. Not only will Michael St. John be at the Memphis Wrestling Night to Remember Hall of Fame, Michael St. John will get inducted. Pat Trammell, as we show that picture again, Pat Trammell and Chris Ellis, all four members of Talking Memphis Wrestling, Randy Hills, Michael St. John, Pat Trammell, and Chris Ellis, and the fifth member will be, that's not able to be on screen right now, Adam Dunn will be in the house. He will be producing. Dave Channel says he is a big Michael St. John fan. Tell me, Dave Channel, tell me again, where do you live?
And we are just about
now, introducing to you the first 4 graduates of the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy, the future of this industry, Lance Cade, Shooter Schultz, the American Dragon, and the MCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the greatest light heavyweight wrestler in the history of Memphis, Spanky. And together they unite to form the Super Galactic Click 2000.
Yeah, Click 2000. That's the future of wrestling. I'm worried about.
Click 2000 did a very good job. This is an 8-man tag team.
Australia's favorite leprechaun is now running things around here. Well, the Click and I talked to Bill and his hair and said if there's any Power Pro Wrestling pro wrestlers man enough to take on the Click, bring them out. Well, where are they, Bill? Where are they?
You know, I bet you're wondering yourself, why am I here with Khan, right?
Yeah, I am wondering why you with Khan.
PPW has pushed Khan over too many times, so he needs someone to watch his back. And I'm with that person. He can handle himself in the ring, but he needs to watch himself when I help him in the office right here.
Oh, so you're going to be the advisor to Khan.
Business advisor. You know, I'm all about money, right, Dave? I'm all about the money.
Yeah, you did so well with this man right here, Bulldog Range. You did so well managing his career that he fired you.
Yeah, he had him as the aristocrat, and founded the aristocrat smart enough, and got out of there is what he did.
All right, this is an unusual pairing here. Are they going to be the partners for Khan?
Is that what's going to take place here?
I guess so. It
Does
looks
Khan
like
and CV know that?
against MCW.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that way then. It's going to be an 8-man tag. You got Bulldog Range, Blade Boudreaux, Allen Steele, and Khan.
The commissioner has put this one together. He, Dundee, I guess, is not paying too much attention at this point as to who likes whom. He's just federation against federation. He's trying to defend PPW, Power Pro Wrestling.
And here comes Derek King out over at ringside.
Did I hear this correctly? Did Spanky say that he was the best light heavyweight in Memphis?
That's what he said. He said he was the future of wrestling. He and the Click.
He has been here all of 1 week, and he thinks he's the best light heavyweight in the business already? I have been here for 2 years, and everybody out here knows that I am truly the best light heavyweight. Not only am I the best light heavyweight, but I can hold my own with the best heavyweights in Power Pro Wrestling.
Well, I tell you, he's got a point there. No doubt about it.
I mean, Derek has always impressed us with his ability, no doubt about it. A little bit lately, you've had an attitude problem with us.
Yeah,
Derek,
big attitude problem.
But I can't deny that you're a fine lightweight wrestler.
Yeah, but Spanky's got the title right now, so I guess that one 2 on the flying press from Blade, and this 8-man tag team
an
action.
amazing
Spanky's got the title
match.
right now, so I guess that does
Watching
make him the champion, though, Derek.
AEW
It makes him the best
pay-per-view
right now, but trust me, when I
all
ever get a
in
hold of him,
last
he will
night.
not be the best. He will be in the ring with the
Brian
best man
Danielson,
is
who we see here as
That's the voice
American
of Mr.
Dragon
Personalities,
in
Derek
this match.
King, here with us at ringside.
You know, all 4 members of this clique, Spanky alluded to it as he came out here. They were all trained by Shawn Michaels at his wrestling academy in San Antonio. And that's what he was talking about here. The first 4 graduates are together as the Click 2000.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. 1 count, a 2. That's all he's able to get. 2 count from Slutz in there, and a tag on Lance Cade.
He's not
Shoot
like
Schultz
that.
made the tag, and big Lance Cade, he's the biggest of the bunch here.
Cade with a flying elbow, and down
Lance
is all
Cade
that
passed away
Allen
several
still.
years
Up
ago.
in a 1 and a 2, and Allen's able to kick out of it quickly.
Dave Channel, you
Well,
never
these
told me where
graduates of the
you
Shawn
live.
Michaels Wrestling School
you
think they were
didn't
going to
tell me
have it
that.
easy against this bunch. They
I
got
didn't
another
get
thing
it.
coming
Hey, Andrew
against
Calvin,
Bulldog
you're
Range
not
Blade,
your
all that
friend.
Allen
You're my
Steel,
friend.
and
We're both
Colin,
friends.
which
We're all
again is an
friends.
unusual pairing
It's
here.
Dave Channel
I don't see a lot of
in
conversation in that
Massachusetts.
corner.
That's right.
Not at all.
Which
Look
is
at
to
that.
come to
Spanky
Jackson,
runs in.
Tennessee
Allen still
on
rolls
September
him
the
on 2 count,
21st.
and Spanky gets out of it, comes back with a clothesline and misses.
Fast-paced match
And
here
all that
on
Allen
the
Steel going
Power
after him.
Hour.
A reversal, and a reversal again. He comes back, slams him down, and a pin count. Got a 1, and that's all he's able to get.
You know, right there, it doesn't look like Spanky's the best light heavyweight now, does it? Looks like he's on his back.
Now Spanky gets a little help
I'm
there from the
glad
Dragon.
that Terry Jones said the video and sound quality. I didn't know we were having sound problems, but we were certainly having terrible video quality problems.
The American Dragon.
He sends all that back into the turnbuckles, and Nick Wade's in there after him. This American Dragon under the mask. He's really working on Allen. Allen softened up a little bit by Spanky earlier, and Allen tried to get the tag and could not make it to the corner.
Well, snap suplex, down he goes, and the American Dragon looking mighty good. He climbs up to the top rope, comes down and misses. Allen gets out of there, he's got to get a tag.
Yep, nobody home. He had left by the time the American Dragon landed, and Allen still needs to get to the corner and get the tag. He's struggling. Can he make it?
I get the tag on Spanky, Derek.
Oh, let's see what he can do now. Oh, he didn't punch very well. Look at that. He doesn't look very impressive now, does he?
Hear that? Bulldog Reigns taking care of him. Reversal there. Bulldog ducks a clothesline, comes back. Big shoulder block. A 1,
Very
2.
fast, action-packed match on the Power Hour.
Referee's gone.
Well, the
You'll
Click
see
broke
the
that up.
Regulators
Their
in the
man
Main
Spanky was
Posse
beat. There's no
coming
doubt
up.
about it. So they got in there and
He
broke
walked
that
from
up, and now it's
Jerry
turning into
Lawler,
a
so he's
free-for-all.
not underneath
Everybody
the
going at
car.
everybody
No
else.
longer we will
In
see
the ring,
that,
Bulldog
as
is making
now
a great move
the
with
action
Spanky
has
as he
broken
walks
out
around.
into a wild ass brawl. Here comes Tracy Smothers out.
You see, you got that light heavyweight belt? I think I'm going to take that belt with me right now.
Oh, come on, Derek. Spanky, the light heavyweight champion's got a pin.
Come on, leave the belt alone.
He runs over, grabs the belt, and nails Spanky with it. Bulldog slams him down.
Here's a referee. 1, 2.
He got it. 1, 2, 3 of the team. A Bulldog Reigns, Blade Boudreaux, Allen Steel, and Khan get the win.
What action with all those people in there. What happened to that belt? Did Derek steal it? No, I think he's still there at ringside. But there's a discussion going on. I tell you, there's another discussion that's been going on, too. Yeah. I think the Mean Street Posse has something to say about that Regulators challenge from earlier.
Those 3 fat guys, the Regulators, they're going to give us a shot at the #1 contender today? I mean, they're going to find out what it's like to be from the mean streets. Come on, baby.
And then, when we're done with them, bowed up and jacked up, are going to find out what it's really like to face the Mean Street Posse. Because I'll tell you what now, we're bringing the belts back to Greenwich, baby.
Oh, I'm on it, baby. They're going to be fired up, yes.
Really like these guys. Nice guy. Rodney's elevator didn't go all the way to the top. We're in November, and the relationship of MCW and Power Pro Wrestling getting together. So there's an influx of new talent, and I tried to mix it with just like we saw that Click 2000 against Bulldog and Khan and Derek and Allen. We tried to mix them together, and this has been a very interesting Power Hour. This is from November the 11th. It was from the year 2000. We'll do the preview in just a few minutes after this show is over for what we'll see next week. We'll remind everybody that Talking Memphis Wrestling is tomorrow night with special guest in the second hour, Tom Pritchard. During the body of the show, I'll be here with Michael, Pat, and Chris Ellis. Then, top of the second hour, we'll be joined by future Hall of Famer Tom Pritchard will be in the house. We're doing this show in memory of Sid Vicious, Sid Udy, that passed away today, and this is a great picture from the Power Pro days. Sid Vicious, prayers, certainly everybody were requesting prayers to Sid. Very interesting Power Hour. We're having to mix in the news about the sudden passing of Sid Vicious at 63 years old. Very, very sad situation. We enjoyed taking a look at the video that we saw earlier. Saw the video earlier from his debut in Power Pro. We'll try to find his second appearance on Power Pro. We'll show that, plans to show that tomorrow night right on the Power Hour 2, commonly known as Talking Memphis Wrestling. Tomorrow night it's Talking Memphis Wrestling with Tom Pritchard. Remember, everybody, it's a night to remember. It is the 2024 version of the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, with so many, as you see in the background.
Here we go, yeah. Here joining us again, Joyce Sawyer.
Back to the Power
Luke
Hour.
Records and the one-time click here with us today on the Power Hour.
I just got one thing to say. When I say 3-6, you say trick.
Oh, look at this, here they are. Back in the house on the Power Hour today. Skinny Pimp.
Yeah, Skinny Pimp.
Madam, not really. Dave's about to go into a coma here. I talked to Dave Brown today, folks.
I need to bump one of those today, I guess.
Get your night to remember tickets for Jackson, Tennessee, September the 21st. It's a picture perfect event center that I went to see for the first time this past Saturday. All you have to do, get your ticket, and going quickly, scan that you are called.
Still going to try to catch up with the King, Jerry Lawler, today, too, and see what's going on with that situation, Dave.
I don't remember this at all. What a time for Adam, who is my powerful historian, because he would tell me maybe some information about this that I have no memory of in particular. I don't like all these people in the ring in any way. Everybody is having a good time for Cana. It's what the heck, and that's what I'm thinking is what the heck. But I like for the audience to have a great thing, and I don't think Dave was talking at all during this segment.
There's that ring scrambler. He slammed him. 2 count. Oh, here comes the
Bean Street Posse.
Yeah.
They are interfering here. They're unhappy.
Hey, stop the count.
They're unhappy they didn't get the title shot. Return match.
Uh-oh. Rodney's in the ring with that chair. Oh! And he nails the regulator, Rob Harlem. Jack and Bowles
Well, that didn't take any time. That was a recap from the week before. I am
and
guessing.
accepted by Mean Street Posse. They're going to be going against each other right here today.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Looks like we got
Here
Jack
comes
and
the
Duck
duck.
are here with us today. Jack and Duck. We're doing fine.
How are you?
After what happened last week. Yeah, good to see you here today.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
why don't you guys just hang around and let's talk about this match a little bit as it goes on.
You guys are the champions, no doubt about it.
Yeah. I know it's a situation where last week you guys agreed to give the title shot to Rob and Mr. Flash. And now Dion, who was not here last week, a little upset about what happened.
Looking in the backstage area, I don't know if it was all dancing and jiving and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I think we proved everything we had to prove against the Mean Street Posse. We've been beating those guys 3 times a week for a year now.
Whoa!
I think we proved that we can beat them. They ducked us for about a month when we first got here to Memphis Championship Wrestling, but when we finally pinned them down in a title match, we beat them. We are the Memphis Tag Team Champions, and we came here last week not to keep rehashing the same issue with the Mean Street Posse. We came here
In
to
the
take on
corner,
some
you see Spur Mo this week in Jackson, Tennessee on the 21st.
on the challenge. Like you said, Dion wasn't here, but Slash took his place in that match. We beat them, so I think we proved that we are the best tag team in Tennessee.
Well, you definitely proved last week that you could win the match, no doubt about it. And then, of course, the Dumps looking very good. And Mean Street Posse upset at the end, and then they jump in there. And you're exactly right. You guys have the Southern Tag title, so I guess that proves that you've done something right here.
Well, like I said, this is a #1 contender match here. Whoever wins this match, me and my brother will face them. We'll put these belts on the line. You know, we're not afraid to take on anybody.
Very good.
That's jacked up, and Bo, you guys are the champions, no doubt about that, Bo.
Oh, absolutely. And looks like we got a hot match here. Main Street Posse came in all ready to go like a couple of junior pros here. And now you got the Regulators. Doesn't look like they regulate their diet too much. Looks like they were snacking on some pork rinds and Little Debbie cakes earlier.
Yeah, there's big Rob Harlem of the Regulators. One count, and that's all he's able to get. Well, I tell you this, the Regulators are tough, and they're rugged. They're from the mean streets of Harlem, New York, Bo.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, being from the mean streets of Greenwich, Connecticut, I mean, that makes you real tough, especially when you got a sweater on, a pair of blue jeans that your mom bought for you.
Well, I tell you another thing about the Regulators. Don't be misled by their size. I grant you they are big, but they can really move in a ring. Rob Harlem is one of the most mobile big men I have ever seen in the ring.
I'm telling you.
He's big and tough. Hey, Jack, did I hear you say winner of this match gets title shot?
Hey, that's fine with me. You know, we'll take on anybody, but the whoever we face for these tag team belts needs to earn the spot.
Very, very good. Hey, future match coming up to be a good one against whomever. Rematch with Mean Street Posse or with the Regulators. Ooh. Good. Oh, look out behind, Dion.
Very good show, the Power Hour, edition number 131, a fast-paced match of new talent. The Mean Street Posse, of course, old talent in the Regulators from Lawler in Jackson, Tennessee.
We had to work their way up in this business, and these two guys just walk in off the streets and call themselves a tag team. Like I said, we've been beating them every night since we got signed by the WWF a year ago. And we proved everything there is to prove. We beat them as soon as we stepped foot in Memphis. So, but if they win this match, if they're able to beat the Regulators, then I got no problem defending these belts against them.
Well, you're exactly right about the fact that Shane McMahon brought him in to be bodyguard, sort of, for him to watch his back. That's how they got into WWF to begin with.
Look at this, Regulator Dion. With that full Nelson bomb, and down he goes. Now he's just got to get his partner Rob over to try to finish it off.
That was about as tough on Dion as it was on Mean Street now.
Yeah. Now we got them all in the ring here, it looks like.
Hey, Rob Harlem says get out of his
look at
way.
that. Dumped over the top.
Yeah, right out of the ring, Mean Street Posse. Going at him. Heat gas, sets him up. Going for the high society, it looks like. If they get it, that could do it, and down goes Dion. Oh, and here comes Big Slick Rick in to try to break things up.
He did do that. Another man in that missed a meal.
Yeah. What is this? They beat it Slick Rick.
You can't cover Slick Rick. He's not the legal man in the ring.
Yeah, well, Rick's not in the ring. He's a manager. But the referee awards him the match. He says ring the bell. What is this about?
Is that a win?
No, it shouldn't be. I mean, Slick Rick's a manager. maybe a disqualification is possible. You can't count him out like that. What? Well, Mean Street, they're not staying around. Oh, now they go after the referee.
Come on,
I
guys.
understand they're upset, but that's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's no way to do it. The Regulators and Slick Rick.
No, there's no sense in that. Slick Rick splashes the referee. And now, there go the Ducks in, and that gets rid of the Regulators out of there. Yeah, we've got
Triad.
Scott Vick and the Triad have something to say. Let's go to that.
The nature of a man by the company he keeps. And well, that sums up the lambs of Power Pro. It's only natural that you're afraid to come to us, so we will come to you. In nature, only the strong survive, and the weak, they're sent to slaughter. You see right through distorted eyes. You know you have to learn. It's the execution of your mind. The race is run, the book is read, the end begins to show.
The Power Hour episode is Bulldog Rain and a lot of trouble there. Episode number 131, November the 11th of the year 2000. I believe there is one more second to go, as in your right-hand corner of the screen, you see the 2-minute commercial that is running here, for sure. 2-minute commercial is it's good to see the looks of the commercials back 24 years ago. Hey everybody, Randy Hales. I will be leading the Talkin' Memphis Wrestling crew with Michael St. John. We'll talk about his induction to the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame in September, and we will certainly talk about his career. Michael St. John joined by Chris Ellis and Pat Trammell, who will be inducting Michael into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. Looking forward to that as well. Thought I might as well go over, if we have time, the list of Hall of Fame inductees in Jackson, Tennessee on the 21st. Danny Davis, Sir Mo, the Rock and Roll Express, inducted by Ricky's son, Kerry Morton, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson. Terry Golden from KAW Wrestling. The Great Dirty White Boy, inducted by Doug Gilbert. We'll induct Tom Pritchard, who will actually be inducted by his old tag team partner, Pat Rose. Then, Whoopi D and JC Ice, PG-13, will be inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. Michael St. John by Chris Ellis and Pat Trammell. The Spellbinder by yours truly. And the final member of the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, he came rolling into Memphis TWA. Tell all the ladies I have some Jimmys on the way. He's a rocker. He's a roller. He's a little funky too. Handsome was raised by a gypsy.
Well,
you know,
some of you
old
might remember me
Handsome
from
is
last
cool. Back
week,
to the show.
but let me reintroduce myself.
Can't forget her.
I'm Bobcat. You know, I've been watching Power Pro Wrestling for the last year, and I noticed you guys are missing something. Me. I'm here to make all your guys' fantasies and dreams and desires come true. I'm going to be your eye candy. And as for you women, you need a role model. Someone to look up to.
Role model?
Me.
Role model? What is that about?
Well,
eye candy, I agree
with
with.
further ado, I'm here to special ring announce. So why don't you hit the music, boys?
That's Bobcat. She's giving her orders. The music starts, and we've got action in the ring. It's the Power Pro debut.
Joey Abbs and Wolfie D Slash.
Escorted by Brandon Baxter.
This main event on Power Pro Wrestling.
There he is, Slash. Being led to the ring by Brandon Baxter.
A very underdressed Brandon Baxter, too, out here claiming that he saved Jerry Lawler's life.
Is that what you talk? Is that how you talk about a hero, somebody who saved Jerry Lawler's life?
I don't believe it. We haven't been able to find Lawler either.
No, not yet. Referee Mike Johnson's in the ring, and we await the debut on the Power Hour of Joey Abbs.
Hailing from North Carolina, Joey Abbs.
Well, thank you, Bobcat.
Yes, indeed.
Good
job. She
job.
did a good job there, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Joey Abbs, former member of the Mean Street Posse, he had a falling out with him, went out on his own, but pretty successful, too. Referee calls for the bell, and here we go. Slash.
Here we go. Thank you, Bobcat. As they say, she is tight, no doubt about it. Look at this. A slam. Woo. Joey Abbs gets the move on it. Back slash up, puts him into the ring. Power slam. He's got him down. Mike Johnson counts it 2, and that's all he's able to get. Oh, Joey Abbs, boy, we've heard a lot about him. Dumped over the top ropes there. Comes in very highly recommended.
Yeah, he's been successful, as we said a few minutes ago. He used to be a part of Mean Street Posse.
Oh,
Went out on his own.
Former MCW champion is Joey Abbs. Abbs around, it's over. Ooh. And Slash, formerly known as Wolfie D. Let me tell you, he can go with some of the best.
He can go.
Now.
He blocked Joey Abbs with those shin guards that he wears on his lower leg there.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to take control. He's got Joey Abbs up on his shoulder. What's he going to do with it? He spins him around, kind of a modified airplane spin, and just drops him in the ring. And Brandon Baxter celebrates at ringside. There's a cover by Slash. Counted 3.
Oh, 2's all he's able to get.
I thought he had a 3 count on it. Just a 2 count's all he got.
Slash backs him up, whips Joey Abbs in.
And the question remains, where is Jerry Lawler?
Yeah, we still haven't heard of
Was he rescued from under a car by Brandon Baxter, as Baxter
2
says?
count. I don't believe that.
I don't think so. I think Baxter ambushed him. That's why we're trying to check on him and find out where he is. I think Baxter just knew that Mick Foley had made the match, him against Lawler, and wanted no part of it. That's what I think happened.
I think you're absolutely right on that one. They had Slash.
Both of them down in the ring. On the Power Hour today, it has been a good one. We hope you'll join us next week,
man.
same time, 11 o'clock.
Hey, your friends, we're live from the studios of TV5.
Bigger and better than ever.
Oh, no doubt about it. Every Saturday morning, 11 until noon. Big slam from Joey Abbs, and down he goes. That's a 2 count, and that's all he's able to get. Thought he had him with that Mikenichi driver there. Sets him up. Suplex, and down he goes. Referee down again. There's 2, and Slash is able to kick out again. He can't make it stick.
Couple of tough competitors here in Slash and Joey Abbs. Both of them have had chances to win, but have not quite been able to put their opponent away. There's Slash with a boot right under the chin.
Uh-oh, Slash.
Joey Abbs.
That move of his. Boot to the midsection, and sets him up. Baxter. That's him that you hear screaming and yelling because he knows that could do it. There's a 1 and Baxter in. He kicks out.
I think he probably would have had him. I think he would have had him for the 3 count if Baxter hadn't interfered. Baxter just continues to make enemies out of everybody he runs across. And now he's running to try to get away from Joey Abbs. He's back in the ring. Saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little too late.
Misdirection. Distraction by Brandon Baxter. Can Slash take advantage and get a cover here? We'll see.
Referee said, get out of there, Baxter, trying to get him out of there. There's a DDT. Oh, that working Abbs over pretty good right now. Slash and Brandon Baxter both. Abbs was looking good. Oh, look who shows up.
Here's Lawler.
Here's the king in.
He goes.
Oh!
He lights up Baxter, and there he goes. He lights him up like a Roman candle, and Baxter takes off, and the king is in the house.
Look at Lawler's shirt. It looks like he's had some problem, too, and I'll bet it was with Brandon Baxter earlier.
Yeah.
I bet so. Hey, his pants are torn, his shirt's torn. King, what happened? We heard Brandon Baxter with some goofy story. Tell us your version.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'm coming from my house on Walnut Grove.
Hey, and it ends just like that, just like the Power ends. Be sure to join us next week. That story continues. Also, Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow. It'll be Tom Pritchard in the house on the second hour. Thanks for Adam Dunn. Thank you. And may all our prayers and thoughts be with Sid Vicious. And until tomorrow night at 7 Central, I'm Randy Hills saying good night. For Talking Memphis Wrestling, for Power Pro Wrestling, and for A Night to Remember in Jackson. Good night, everybody.